Last November, huge anti-government demonstrations led to criticisms of the police for their use of water cannons against the protesters. One of the activists, injured and in a coma during the protest, died on Sunday. And contributing to the rising tensions over his death, the prosecution's demands for an autopsy. Our Hwang Hojun files us this report.
The death of 68-year-old activist farmer BAEK Nam-gi is raising questions over whether the police used excessive force. BAEK had been in a comatose state at Seoul National University Hospital since being blasted by a police water cannon last November in an anti-government demonstration. The hospital announced his cause of death as kidney failure. The prosecution and the police have insisted that an autopsy be performed on BAEK to determine the cause more precisely. Police have continued to deny the use of excessive force, claiming the causal relationship between the water cannon and BAEK's injuries was, quote, unclear. BAEK's family, however, strongly disagrees.
It's obvious my father died from a brain hemorrhage by being knocked over by the water cannon. I don't understand why they won't let us say our farewells to him in peace.
In the case a bereaved opposes an autopsy, it's illegal to perform one unless a search warrant is obtained as part of an ongoing investigation. A South Korean court dismissed the prosecution's application for a search warrant for an autopsy, but granted the warrant for BAEK's medical records. Prosecutors have since obtained those records and combed through the hospital. They say they'll look into making a second request for a warrant for an autopsy, but legal experts say it's highly unlikely that would be granted.
When the family says it already knows the cause of death, but the prosecution still pushes for an autopsy, it's easy for people to be suspicious that the prosecution is trying to dodge responsibility. That's where the conflict stems from. But unless something changes drastically, it's highly likely the second request for the warrant will be denied as well.
The protest last November was one of the largest anti-government demonstrations under President Park Geun-hye's administration. The demonstrators were demanding a fixed price for rice above $190 per 80-kilo bag. BAEK fell and hit his head on the ground after a direct hit from a police water cannon. Hwang Hojun, Arirang News.